Welcome to episode 5 of No Gluten, No Problem. Be not triggered into temptation. Everyone loves a buffet, right? The bigger the better. Now, living in Las Vegas, it seems fitting that I should reference buffets in terms of gluten-free challenges. So, I'll start with a little buffet history. While smorgasbord has come to mean any old buffet offering a choice of foods here in the United States, the term actually originated in Sweden. Its roots are found in the upper class of 14th century Sweden, where a small spread of bread and butter and cheese was offered before the meal. Now, since then, the smorgasbord grew to include meats, both hot and cold. At the 1912 Olympic Games in Stockholm, it officially became the main meal instead of an appetizer. Today's buffets are veritable smorgasbord on steroids, representing all countries and all cultures. Now, while visiting San Diego, a group of us went to a Korean barbecue tofu house. There were literally 72 different menu items to select from. They were numbered on the menu to make it easier to place your order, of course. Mostly everything in Asian-inspired restaurants is prepared with some sort of soy products. Now, soy itself is naturally gluten-free, but certain brands of soy sauces, teriyaki sauces, miso soy-based meat substitutes contain gluten ingredients. I was the only one out of our party of 6 who was gluten intolerant. Yet I did not protest to ordering everything family style so that all could share. I just told myself that, I could just simply limit my consumption to those items that I was fairly confident would be gluten-free. There had to have been over a dozen items ordered, plus all the appetizers that were automatically served. Everything had marinades and sauces. Now, even though I tried to just stick with the blue beef dish I ordered, I found myself saying, could I just try this? Or could I just try that? It was all just a part of the social situation. You know, when in Rome, I had literally been triggered by the actions of others as well as by the items that in my past I felt were safe, or just simply, I just missed having them. Since then, items were being consumed with chopsticks and everyone was sharing everything. I believe that there was surely unintentional cross-contamination at the table due to the chopsticks and the serving spoons. So, I suffered the consequences, spending the entire following day in and out of the bathroom. And, by the way, whenever I have sushi, I insist that the crab is real crab because artificial crab does contain gluten. Now, it may sometimes be priced higher, but the result of consuming the artificial is far more costly. Now, this is nothing new. As much as I know about how gluten affects me, and even as careful as I am still triggered by my environment. I'm often tempted by vendor food at sporting events, food courts, conferences, and even meetings. When I frequent these spaces, I somehow rationalize making bad decisions. It's all in my mind. Since the pandemic, people dove headfirst into the party waters again. And they were having get-togethers at their home and back-to-back potlucks. There were even various cooking competitions like chili cook-offs. But I find myself in situations where everyone is contributing to the party buffet. You know the drill. Bring your own whatever with whatever ingredients and just about everything imaginable, including gluten. Therefore, while just trying to enjoy the party, I am just running around finding out who made what and how it's made and trying not to be rude when prying into their precious secret ingredients. As people aren't even sure what ingredients may or may not have gluten, they can only inform me to the extent that they themselves are aware. Now, after falling victim to enough of these environmental, socially triggering situations, I often succumb to my own emotional trigger, desserts, and bring gluten-free desserts that have always proven irresistible, particularly my decadent double chocolate, double chip, gluten-free brownies, which are included in my recipe book on my website, larsenslegacybank.com. Now, I typically end up spending most of my time with fresh cut veggies though, and gluten-free adult beverages. By the way, stay tuned for my next episode of No Gluten, No Problem, where we will explore to drink or not to drink. Is that the real question? Until next time.